Hej, witam was wszystkich, moi mili, witam was wszystkich bardzo serdecznie. Z tej strony witam was oczywiście Kaldern i wracamy do Deus Exa. Jak widzimy, kontynuujemy sobie naszą historię i ostatnio skończyliśmy w Golem, jak zapewne spostrzegliście już, czyli w takim getcie dla odrutowanych ludzi, gdzie wszyscy są zsyłani, ci, którzy nie mają gdzieś tam pozwoleń na przebywanie, czy coś w tym stylu, prawda? Tak więc pójdziemy i zobaczymy sobie, jak to wygląda.
I don't suppose you've got any neuropazine you can spare, do you?
Oczywiście, że mamy.
Here. Looks like these people need it more than I do.
That's very kind of you. I wasn't expecting. Word of advice? You might want to keep a low profile tonight. Golem City can be sketchy in the best of times. This definitely isn't one of them.
Why? What's happened?
Haven't you heard? Terrorists try to blow up Rosika Station. And even though people here couldn't have had anything to do with it, the cops need someone to blame.
Where I come from, cops are supposed to be the good guys.
What planet is that? Because where I come from, the police have been militarizing for years, wasting money and inciting deep levels of mistrust between them and the very people they're supposed to protect.
Is that what's happening in Golem City?
It's happening all over the place. The cops in Golem are a special breed. They control everything here. Food, drugs, neuropazine, and not all of them think very highly of us Arks.
These cops, they're looking for members of ARC?
We're all members of ARC to them, one way or another. And some of us may have even done bad things, but not the kind of things the rest of the world says we've done.
Sounds like you support ARC.
Why shouldn't I? The Augmented Rights Coalition was started with the best of intentions, as a non-violent way to confront injustices and advance the cause of augmented rights.
Okay. But in my experience, the best of intentions often go awry.
That may be true, but right now Talus Rucker and Ark are the only things keeping people in Golem alive. Trust me, they're the good guys.
I'm getting the impression that you see ARC and Talos Rucker as some kind of augmented Robin Hoods. How well do you know the man?
I met Talus years ago in India. We were both humanitarian aid volunteers back then.
Is he a good man? The press paints him as a narcissist.
He has his faults, but I wouldn't believe everything you see on Packus News.
Does he visit this area of the complex much?
You know, you've been asking me an awful lot of questions.
No tak, troszkę zaczęliśmy być podejrzani. Usprawiedliwiaj. Udawaj niewinność.
It's just that I heard Rucker didn't get augmented voluntarily, so I'm wondering how that kind of experience colors a man's perspective around people who did.
Talus was always passionate about the ability of neuroaugmentations to heal people's bodies and souls. His accident only strengthened his beliefs.
Is he still an idealist then, after everything that's happened?
Listen to his daily broadcasts. He believes people will usually do the right thing in time. They just need to discover what the right thing is.
I see. Well, thanks for the warning, Doc.
I hope you'll take it to heart.
No dobra, możemy iść dalej. My musimy tego Rookera właśnie odnaleźć, o ile się nie mylę. Mamy palmtopa jakiegoś. Ale nic ciekawego przy nim nie znaleźliśmy. Tam raczej nic nie będzie. Może coś jeszcze pamiętam.
Initiate security scan. Welcome to Golem City,
Dobra, zostaliśmy zeskanowani. Musimy udać się tam, ale sądzę, że możemy przeszukać sobie jeszcze wyższe piętra. Bo coś tu zawsze jest szansa na odnalezienie jakichś ciekawych przedmiotów.
Everywhere we go today, cops looking at
Radio, coś tu jest. Co my tu mamy? Moduł kredytowy zabierzemy.
working for the man.
More violence will only escalate the situation. It will only serve to strengthen their justification. I know what everyone
No i trafiliśmy do jakiegoś mieszkania. Jest odkrywca. Książę Pingwin. Wiem, że jest osiągnięcie związane z tym pingwinem. Polega ono na dociągnięciu tego pingwina w jakieś specjalne miejsce, gdzie inne pingwiny przebywają. Więc będziemy musieli się porozglądać. Bo ja całkowicie zapomniałem, że tego pingwina tutaj spotkałem.
Anomaly detected. Trace program.
No i sporo niestety. Spora droga jest do zhakowania i raczej mi się to nie uda. Dobra, zostawmy w takim wypadku może to. Jestem ciekaw, czy multitoola na tym możemy użyć. Możemy, o proszę. No, to był nasz ostatni. Nic ciekawego się nie dowiedzieliśmy, czyli straciliśmy go tylko na marne. No i nie wiem, gdzie tego pingwina mam doeskortować. Szczerze mówiąc.
That's what everyone says when they're called. That's good. Got the crowd thinking we hate each other. Not do it again. Baby, but I don't get partner gets here. I will help you intend to attack it.
Dobra, jesteśmy prawie na miejscu. W sumie to jesteśmy na miejscu.
You people. Now what? What other lies have you come to tell me?
I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm here to see Sokol. He's expecting me.
Which one? My husband Dushan or his foolish brother Tibor? I guess it doesn't matter which one. The police took them both to the Narrows to torture them for information they do not have.
It's been a rough day, especially here. I can see that. But maybe I can help. What happened?
Like you care. My husband is gone. Tibor said he had a way of getting us out of Golem City. A contact with... Wait. Who are you?
I'm the contact.
And maybe there is a chance.
There's always a chance.
I'm sorry. Normally they only take ARC members. Tibor is ARC. He has been taken before. But now, after the bombing, they come for Tibor. Dushan, he asks why, and then they take my Dushan. He has done nothing. Nothing.
Do you know where they were taken?
told you already. The Narrows. Instead of asking stupid questions, why don't you do something?
Hey, I can see you're upset. And you're right to be. But if you have information that can help me get you and your family out of here, please tell me. It's not too late.
I'm sorry. It has been very difficult. Tibor has been arrested before. He thinks Ark will keep him safe. The last time he was rescued by someone coming in through the ceiling of his cell. There are many places in Golem City that are unfinished. Maybe that can help.
I think it can. Thank you,
Adela.
Adam.
No dobra, mamy kolejne wytyczne. Osoba, z którą mieliśmy się spotkać, została zabrana przez służby. Więc musimy go odnaleźć i odbić. Chyba nic więcej nie będziemy mieli.
We got a problem. Our contact's been swept up by the police.
I heard about cops in Golem, Jensen. Your Interpol ID won't get you any kindness with them.
That's all right. I didn't bring it with me. They're holding him in a place called the Narrows. I'll contact you after I find him.
Jak widzicie, mieszkania nie napawają optymizmem. Dobra, po tej stronie nic. Tutaj części i to chyba wszystko.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Okej, zdobyte kody może się przydadzą. E-book i oprogramowanie hakerskie również się przyda.
Don't start.
No dobra, tutaj uważamy, bo przed chwilką raz zginąłem w tym miejscu, więc trzeba uważać na to miejsce, jeśli chcemy przedostać się oczywiście dalej. Aha, wyładowanie elektryczne. Moglibyśmy spróbować przebiec, ale ja chyba poprzednio innej ścieżki używałem, aby tam się dostać. Spróbujemy od drugiej strony szybciutko. Spróbujemy jeszcze od dołu, sprawdzimy. Aha, tędy się nie uda. Jest i wentylacja, którą się bez problemu tu dostaniemy.
Chain of command, that's why.
A jeszcze przylazł tu jeden. Użyjemy sobie jednej biobaterii, aby odnowić energię.
Surrounded by clanks. Go through the database. Cross-reference outstanding warrants. Maybe we'll find someone willing to talk. Still on patrol, still nothing to report.
Hey, brother, watch it. The cops are everywhere today.
I noticed that. Are you Tibor?
Yes, you're late, Interpol.
I know. I spoke to your sister-in-law. She told me what happened.
Adela, is she all right?
It seems like she can take care of herself.
Yes, she can. You know I can't help you. It's too dangerous now.
Dobra, jednego odnaleźliśmy.
We had a deal, Sokol. You need to keep up your end.
Who do you think you are? What are you going to do? Throw me in jail?
No, but I can get you out. Won't take me long.
No, no. Please, that will just make it worse. They know who I am. They went after my family.
Interpol has promised to get you and your family out of here to safety.
Safety? There is no safety. Only tyrants who prey on the weak and the innocent.
All right, Tibor, listen. I understand why you can't come with me, but I still need to get to Rucker, or what happened to you and your family today will happen to others. I'll smooth it over with Interpol. Is there any other way you can help me?
There's a man, a smuggler, Louis Gallois. He imports items for Talos, neuropozyne, whiskey. He could get you in, but you'd have to do him a favor. He likes favors.
That's something. Any other ideas?
My keycard to get to Ark territory is gone. One of the cops took it. Probably still has it on him.
Thanks, I'll look into it.
Please, I know you don't owe me anything, but if you see my brother Dushan, help him. If anything happens to him, Adela will kill me.
Of that, I have no doubt. I'll see what I can do.
Okej, nie wracamy.
Message to Miller. Sokol's backed out of the deal.
Why am I not surprised?
He's just looking after his family. Besides, it's not a complete wash. He gave me some options on how to get into Ark on my own.
Well, just be careful, Jensen. This arsehole obviously can't be trusted. Let me know when you're in.
Tu mamy zbrojownię, ale zbrojownia nam na razie nie jest potrzebna. Z tego co mi się wydaje, jestem w dobrym miejscu.
Hey, how about you deal with these cops first, okay?
We should have a few more people at the main entrance.
Okej, czyli mam teraz zneutralizować wszystkich gliniarzy. Jakieś ułatwienie byłoby bardzo miłe.
Got it. Let me see just one arc, son of a bitch.
No to nie będzie takie proste. Mamy granaty EMP, mamy granaty EMP, to bardzo dobrze. Przeciągnę sobie... A, nie mogę ich przyciągać, mogę je ustawiać. Dobra, to pod piątkę sobie jednego ustawię. Nie chcę ich zabijać.
Sure they have no other way in. Surrounded by clanks.
Ciało zabierzmy. Tak, właśnie, zdobyliśmy jeszcze punkt Praxis, więc wykorzystam go do rozwinięcia kamuflażu, żeby mniej energii pobierał dodatkowo. Odnowimy sobie biobaterią energię. I przejdziemy sobie szybko na drugą stronę, na niewidzialności. Dobra, jeden i drugi z głowy jeszcze. Jeszcze dwójka. Najgorszy jest ten typ w egzoszkielecie. Okej. I teraz granatem EMP tego potraktujemy. On będzie przez chwilę niedysponowany, a my w tym czasie musimy go ogłuszyć kilkoma strzałami. Jest, udało się. Bo jeden na takiego niestety nie wystarczy. Na pewno wyłączymy tą kamerę. Teraz możemy z tym pogadać sobie bez problemu. Ale nim to zrobimy, jeszcze sobie zabierzemy co nieco. Ile mamy biobaterii? 2. Stwórzmy sobie nowe. Tylko na 2 nas stać. Lepsze to niż nic.
Those cops won't be a problem anymore.
Too bad. I was just starting to warm up to them.
I can try and get some more down here if that's what you want.
No. It is better this happens now before I become too attached. You mind untying me?
Sure.
So, was it Tibor or Adela that asked you to help me? Or something else?
I have a job to do, and you're a means to getting it done, regardless of why the cops were doing what they were doing.
Well, you know cops, right? Assholes do not need a reason.
I do know cops, and whether it's right or wrong, there's always a reason.
Look, all I know is that since the Ruzika bombing, the police have been cracking down on us hard. They suspect Ark, of course, but they're blaming every AUG. For most of them, it's just another excuse to hurt us.
I thought you weren't a member of ARK.
My brother is. I just repair things for them sometimes. Heating units, security cameras. It is how I earn a living for my family.
Do you know if ARK was responsible for the Ruzika bombing?
No. And I do not want to know. After this, I am done with them. Being associated with ARK. Even if they are our only hope, it is not worth the pain. Look, you want to know what ARK is up to? You're going to have to ask them yourself.
Fair enough. How do I do that?
When you have robbed the man of all, the things... He is no longer the... He has no more of... Shit! Power? Something. Freedom. How does it go?
Are you feeling alright?
It is this week's passphrase. It is Selznick or Solzhenitsyn. Ah, I got it. When you rob a man of everything, he is no longer in your power. He is free again. Just remember the quote. It'll get you past Lubosh. He guards the way to the Ark elevator. Just repeat the quote, and he will let you in.
This'll help, thank you.
It is the least I can do. Thanks to you, I get to sleep in my own bed tonight.
No i dobra, zyskaliśmy hasło, dzięki któremu dostaniemy się do naszego celu, aczkolwiek do naszego celu prowadzi więcej niż jedna droga. I można sobie w jakiś sposób wszystkie odblokować. Okej, tu nic nie znajdziemy.
I was saying that before the incident.
Okej, udało nam się opuścić
Don't get too close.
miejsce zagrożenia, więc nic już nam nie zrobią. Tu może później sobie jeszcze wrócimy, jeśli będziemy chcieli przeszukać niektóre rzeczy.
You heard about the bombing at the train station, right?
It's terrible. I still can't believe it.
Mr. Jensen, this is Otar Boscovere. I hear you are in the Utulek complex.
No właśnie.
Keeping tabs on me, Barkoveli?
It is time for that favor you owe me. There is a shopkeeper named Galwa in the Century Markets. I want you to eliminate him.
I'm not in the assassination game.
How you take care of this problem is your business, but I expect you to keep your word.
No właśnie, i teraz on wymusza na nas wykonanie pewnych działań. Musimy sobie zhakować przejście do tych pomieszczeń, ponieważ w jednych z tych pomieszczeń jest przedmiot, który jest wymagany do wykonania jednego pobocznego zadanka.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Oczywiście są to zastrzeżone pokoje, więc uważajmy. Jest bateria. Walizka z bronią, troszkę amunicji. To, co nas interesuje, jest chyba w ostatnim pomieszczeniu, dokładnie tak.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Źle się do tego zabrałem. Sprawdźmy, czy nie ma żadnych służb mundurowych. Nie ma. Więc po prostu od razu do głównego celu pędzimy.
Trace access granted.
Udało się. To, co nas interesuje, to ta skrzynka, o ile się nie mylę, dokładnie tak. Skrzynia z zaopatrzeniem. To będzie nam potrzebne do wykonania późniejszego zadanka pobocznego. A jako, że już tą skrzynię będziemy mieli przy sobie, nie będziemy musieli biegać i wracać z powrotem.
It's just not fair. I thought that having a baby would be the greatest day of our lives, but now
No, I'm scared too.
is it right, do you think, for us to bring a baby into the world? What kind of parents would force their child to grow up in a place like this?
You're suggesting, but I think you're suggesting.
Coś jak przedszkole? No takie troszkę wygląda.
Yeah, well, Tibor.
It's na Scotia.
I took some kind of
Tu gdzieś niedaleko powinien być również sklep, przy którym będziemy mogli sprzedać niektóre rzeczy, bądź też uzupełnić zapasy.
an elevator, useless to us. Unless we want to start a real war, which we don't.
You came here on purpose?
It was in the early days of this place. Nobody knew yet what it was really like.
Chyba tu nawet jest. Nie, jednak nie, pomyłka. Okej, to było... Nie wiem co to za pomieszczenie, szczerze mówiąc, do czego ono ma służyć. O, i tu jest osoba, której musimy podać hasło, które przed chwilą udało nam się uzyskać. Oczywiście to zrobimy.
Is there something I can help you with?
You're Lubosh, right? Dushin Sokol told me Ark might have the answers I'm looking for. He sent me to you.
Dushin? I heard the police had him and his brother Tibor locked up in the Narrows.
Yeah, the cops were working Dushin over pretty good when I found him. Wasn't exactly a fair fight, so I stepped in.
Is he okay?
He'll be fine. Looking forward to sleeping in his own bed tonight.
Not a lot of people in here would be bothered to stop and help out the stranger.
What was happening wasn't right.
You took on the police by yourself, on their own turf?
And then Dushin pointed me to you.
He was right to do so, but I'm sure he would have given you something more. Some wisdom, maybe?
Oj tak, i teraz pamiętamy to. Człowiek, któremu zabraliście wszystko, już wam nie podlega, już znowu jest wolny. To będzie to.
When you've robbed a man of everything, he's no longer in your power. He's free again.
Spoken like a true brother of the revolution. I think I even heard conviction in your voice. I'll unlock the elevator for you. Go on up.
No i jeszcze możemy poruszyć kilka tematów.
How did you get involved with Ark?
I used to load freight for the Czech Railway in Ostrava. After the incident, my employers were afraid of me. I was fired. So, like most of the augmented in the country, I drifted into Prague, unlicensed and homeless. The police swept me up in a sewer raid one night, put a round in my leg and dumped me here. It wasn't long before Talos found me.
And he gave you work?
He gave me purpose. He's the reason I'm still alive.
What can you tell me about Talos?
First time I met him, he's cutting a bullet out of me while trying to explain the history of the Gulag. He has his hand stuck in my leg and is encouraging me to study Stalinist labor camps. 3 months later, I pass him in the throat and he says, "Lubosh, how's the leg? Are you studying the Gulag like I suggested?" Remembered me like it was yesterday.
Sounds like he has a good memory.
No, I mattered to him. Me, a nobody, mattered to a great man like Talos Rucker. That's the kind of man he is.
Dushin said some of the police are using the Ruzika bombing as an excuse to hurt the augmented in Golem City. Why do you think that is?
They're trying to manufacture a response from Talos to get Ark to fight back.
Violence begets violence.
That's right. And if Ark responds violently, then their case against us only builds. But Talos is too smart. He won't allow Ark to be baited into a false confession, even if it means that the people we've sworn to protect are hurt.
Great, thanks.
No dobra, możemy od razu skorzystać z windy, ale tego nie zrobimy. Mamy jeszcze tutaj do wykonania co nieco rzeczy. Okej, zobaczymy. Tu są dodatkowe. Pozbądź się Galoisa. Tylko musimy znaleźć jeszcze tą osobę, której mamy się pozbyć. Tu jest sklep, o którym mówiłem, więc od razu sobie sprawdzimy.
If you're looking to take a piss, you can do it in the street like everybody else. If you're looking for Wyrzbowski, you can fuck off.
I'm not looking for either.
Well then, handsome. You must be looking to deal. My name's Entity, and I've got the sweetest tech in GC. How may I serve you?
When I walked in here, you mentioned someone named Worzbowski. Who is that?
My asshole ex. He used to run this place with me before he ran out. Thought you were one of his new friends.
With the kind of welcome you gave me, you must not think much of his new friends.
Don't get me wrong, Ark does a lot of good in the ghetto, but...
Your boyfriend fell in with Ark?
Ex. And I get it, I guess. He always wanted to make a difference. Ark keeps a lot of people safe in here. Keeps them fed, clothed. They give a lot of people hope. I get that. But I don't know. Something about organized anything scares the shit out of me.
You think Ark is dangerous?
No. I don't know. Maybe. Shit. Probably. But that's not what scares me. It's the collective, hive-minded mentality that freaks me out. It's why I stay away from religion. And book clubs. So, listen, we're getting to know each other here. Is there something else I can do for you?
So how did you wind up dealing tech in Golem City?
All the brothels were full, so I had no choice but to fall back on an old hobby to make ends meet.
Which tech company was it that cut you loose?
Bobson Synthetics. I was a biocell designer. Then I wasn't. The incident fried some pretty delicate shit in my hand. Can't really do my best work anymore, you know, but... Hey, whatever. That's downer territory. I get by fine. What do you say we change the subject?
Dobra, sprawdźmy, co masz na sprzedaż.
Well, if you're going to make it sound naughty, I have no choice, do I?
Na pewno na początku sobie sprzedamy co nieco. To, czego nie potrzebujemy, rzecz jasna. Na pewno miny sobie sprzedamy, bo nie potrzebujemy. Coś tu jeszcze to jest. Co mamy do kupienia? Praxisów niestety brak. Omni klucz ma do kupienia, 2 dostępne. Mógłby się przydać, ale spasujemy.
That's okay, darling. You change your mind, you know Entity's got everything you need. Maybe there's something else that interests you?
Actually, Entity, I think I'll just show myself out.
Oh, sad face. Well, promise me you won't take on too long, darling.
Dobra, możemy się stąd zwijać. Musimy znaleźć tego drugiego handlarza, który powinien być gdzieś niedaleko. Na pewno nie tu.
Are you joking? Around here filled with food. I made the mistake of going.
Tu jest ta winda.
Holy shit!
Are you nuts? What the fuck's the matter with you?
Credits could save someone's life.
Go away.
Tu mamy mieszkania.
Santo, już niejaki czas
W jednym z tych mieszkań powinniśmy znaleźć nawet starego znajomego, któremu niestety nie udało nam się pomóc, bo wybraliśmy kogoś innego, komu pomagamy. A, jest to nie kto inny jak Edward Broad. Pogadajmy z nim jeszcze.
Edward Broad. You shouldn't have ended up here.
A lot of people shouldn't have. Don't worry. I don't blame you. You're not the one who brought me here. You're just a man who didn't go out of his way. Makes you no different than anyone else.
I'm sorry, Edward.
The police came for me shortly after you left. At least now there is no more waiting in fear. No more wondering whether or not they will come. And I see I'm not the only one who got caught.
That's not exactly why I'm here.
Well, I won't ask. But I will ask if you have any neuropozyne. It is in very high demand here. There is a terrible shortage.
Okej, damy mu.
Here. It's the least I can do.
Thank you. And just so you know, it's not your fault I'm here. It's just the way things are now.
No. I jeśli chodzi o sklep tego handlarza, którego mamy zlikwidować, to znajdziemy go sobie w następnym odcinku, a w tym z wami się pożegnam. Mam nadzieję, że odcinek wam się podobał. Jeśli tak, to zostawcie komentarz, jakiegoś lajka i czekajcie na następne odcinki. Trzymajcie się ciepło i na razie. Hej!